Roll dice, be nice, and stay tuned. This is the Live to Die podcast.
So I'm curious, have any of you ever ambushed someone before?
Like me personally?
Have you ever killed a man?
Have you ever felt ambushed by something?
I have ambushed my older sister on many occasions in many ways.
Any that you want to share with the internet?
I mean, I just feel like as a younger sibling, you do, or as a sibling really at all, I think siblings do a lot of ambushes. I can think of a story that I've heard of James ambushing his sister.
Oh, which one was that?
James used to get into like a lot of trouble for scaring his little sister and like jumping out at her.
Sure.
But like particularly because of one time that he like hid under her bed or like in the bunk bed.
Okay, so it's this two-part, but I'll bullet point it because we've got a great episode to get to. No, that time we actually got my parents, and I was really happy about that. There was one night where we were just old enough where we got left home without a babysitter because they were just like gone in town for an hour or two. And Abby that's my sister, Abby. Hi, Abby. Had one of those beds that was like a bed on top and like a cheap futon on the bottom, like kind of a bunk bed futon thing. Mm-hmm. They were the coolest. And she slept on the bottom and on top had because we lived like overseas and it was really cold, like a pretty fluffy comforter. And so my sister's bedroom, my parents came to first. They came in to say like goodnight to her and how it's going. And I had hid underneath the comforter on the top and Abby had helped like arrange it so that it looked flat. So they were sitting in the bed with her for like a couple minutes talking before I threw it up and jumped up and scared them. Oh my God, it was the best. No.
That feels like an ambush to me.
Yeah, that's definitely an ambush.
I got a similar ambush.
No, but the other one that Jane was referencing was I, very older brothery, would do a lot of the like wait around the corner for my sister to walk around and be like, ha, and just make her jump and scream. And it was mean. It was not nice. But it
was funny.
Well, it got to a point where my parents are like, dude, you've got to stop fucking doing this. Like, It's not okay. And so I did it one more time after that. And they were like, we gave you a warning.
Fucking no shoes Jim out there. Just
scaring people.
No shoes Jim.
Just frightening people.
Got there and they were like, all right, we're punishing you for this. If you break the rules again, we're going like high level punishment. Like, we told you the rules, you broke them, you understand if it happens again. And so we lived in it was a European house, so like super skinny, really tall house. And there was one night where I was like, sneaking's the wrong word. I was allowed to do it. I was trying not to wake anyone up downstairs to get food out of the kitchen because I was really hungry. And my sister was using the bathroom in the bottom of the house and she had headphones on. She was like washing her hands or doing something. And I can hear her like talking to herself and I'm trying not to drop anything in my hand. So like I can't rush. And I hear this moment when she's going for the door and I know I do not have time to get far enough away from my sister where she's going to open the door and not see me and be terrified because she doesn't expect to see me. Weird European house, my parents' bedroom on the second floor. Like there was an opening, like sort of it lofted into like the dining room kitchen area, which is part of what I was trying to be so quiet because I didn't want like them to hear me. And so I'm just trying to like, Abby, it's me. Don't freak out. Abby, it's me. Don't freak out. But she has her headphones on and doesn't hear me. So I'm getting louder and louder like, well, say goodbye to the computer for the next 12 months. I'm going to get grounded into the next year. Sure enough, opens the door. Jim scared me. Mom, Dad. And I'm like, well, shit.
Little sisters, man.
Well,
yeah.
Except the same reason that I was trying to be so quiet ended up paying off because she runs up there and like, look, she was trying to tattle on me because I had been a jerk to her for the last 6 months. It was very fair. She gets up there and she's like, and he scared me. You told him not to. My parents are like, no, we heard him saying, Abby, it's Jim. Don't freak out. Abby, it's Jim. Don't freak out. Good. My parents were like, no, like, we're really sorry you got scared. That is bad. He did genuinely try. So yeah, I guess I have ambushed someone.
I do a lot of scaring, ambushing, still to this day.
Oh yeah, me
Jessica,
too.
to the kids.
Yeah, 100%.
But one time I hid in the back of my dad's car waiting for him to get off of work.
Oh God.
My stepmom was like, we were going to come pick him up or whatever and meet him and we were going to go somewhere. And I was like, I'm going to hide in the back of his fucking car. So I get in the back of his Jeep Cherokee And I'm like laying in the cargo area for like 45 minutes. Like
That's
the
commitment.
steam in the car is a dead giveaway. Like someone's in your car, bro. Don't go there. So he gets in and he looks around and he's like, man, what the hell? And then I'm just like, Dad, I have never seen my dad so scared. He didn't really make a noise, but he like turned around and was like, like he was going to shit himself. And that's the best scare ambush I've ever had.
That's a solid one.
Yeah.
I scare my kids all the time. It's, they
It's
probably
one
will
of
hate
the
me
joys
for
of
it
fatherhood.
someday, but no,
I wonder
actually,
what the appeal is.
Lane really likes it. He likes being chased and scared, and he thinks it's hilarious. So it's kind of part of our thing.
It's not my story, 'cause it's not me personally, but there's this great story of the newspaper that we used to work at, the lore of the newspaper, where it was stormy like it is right now outside, and a tornado siren,
just like today.
just like today. Today is the anniversary of it.
It's been 10 years.
Where I guess it was bad enough that like it was a tornado warning.
Sure.
And so the employees who were at the newspaper were told, okay, we have to go to the tornado shelter, which was just the women's bathroom inside of the building. It's all one floor. Or no, it was the men's bathroom.
But to say, how is that the tornado shelter?
Yeah.
Okay.
A man
So-
made that plan.
Yes. So the problem was that there was an employee who was known to always go to the restroom with his headphones on, blaring music.
No.
So he's in the stall, doing his thing, minding his own business,
Doing his business.
doing his business. And he opens up the stall door after he's done being very loud in there. And the entire office is just all standing in the bathroom looking at him.
Horrible.
I think that's an ambush.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the worst
that
kind of
feels like an
ambush.
ambush.
Like I
So
asked this
bad.
question thinking there's no way we're going to have answers. All of you have had answers and they're all amazing.
That we had
Yeah.
to choose from in our Rolodex
was-
of ambush moments.
I was having actually just outed James for an ambush and not my own. I'll just quickly say that not only was I the youngest sister, I was also the youngest cousin. And one of my older cousins and my sister would like very frequently do the goad me into chasing them. And then
Sure.
the other one would just be like laying in wait in an ambush
Right.
zone. And, being like a 5-year-old idiot, I was like, fell for it every time.
There was a time we got ambushed. We were going to have a taco night after recording, and a ridiculous storm showed
I
up.
was,
I thought you meant the lawn care workers we got ambushed by earlier.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah,
was an
that
ambush,
too. There's a lot of
Lot of ambushing
ambushes
going on.
happening today.
I will say that I won't elaborate because we've done this for a long time now, but there's something in my repertoire called the unstoppable attack. And it's a great ambush tactic.
Oh,
Awesome.
Okay.
This sounds like something a dad would come up with to me.
I call it
Oh,
the
no,
unstoppable attack.
My friend came up with it, but it's way more effective when I do it because I'm way bigger than him. And like, it's just a sudden rush and people get scared when someone my size just comes at them really fast.
Yeah.
I would be scared.
Yeah,
I'm like scared now thinking about it.
At 3 a.m. For some reason, it really freaks him out.
Yeah.
For our listening audience, because we're in audio format, Jared is a giant.
Yeah.
At least a quarter giant.
Jackie likes to make me do the unstoppable attack to people. And she will put me on the spot. Like she made me do it to her uncle a
Get 'em.
few months ago when they were in town. I was like, why?
It's amazing.
And that uncle's at home right now, like, that was really weird. I was so scared.
He was
Talking to his therapist. So I show up to visit.
And you know what giants like to do? Attack forts.
Oh, perfect segue.
Oh.
You know what? Oh, that's what Jane. We were trying to remember. What did
Oh,
Jane?
yeah, I stole the
Yeah.
segue. I
You
got
know
a
what?
pet.
Trent swoops in for a lot of them.
Yes.
Trent stole the segue. So let's give him a no mistakes, just happy accidents.
Oh, but I
patch.
stole the
she stole
pet.
the
That should be
Do I
valid.
get one for that?
All right. So it's the night before, and I'm going to say just to sort of match theme in real life, I think storm clouds are starting to gather. The
Is
night
this just so
before.
you don't have to edit out the sound of the real thunder right
Yes,
now?
100%. That's what happens. If you hear thunder, it's 50%. Maybe it's Syrinscape. 50%. Maybe it's this rainstorm. So, night before, any other preparations you want to make? Anything you want to do before the next morning? I know we talked between episodes a little bit. Jason, did you still want to like cook a special dinner?
Yeah, I'm going to try to cook a special dinner here.
Do a hearty meal situation?
Yeah, is the hearty meal did what again?
We got like a +3 to our
Plus
next
3.
save.
To next
On
three
the next
saves.
3.
That was
plus 3 on the
that
next
was a
3.
crit.
Was that a crit?
That was a crit.
Crit, yeah.
So we probably
Yeah. And keep in mind what I'm saying, the way I'm running it is that any of the common meals, I think you get to learn without. Right now I'm treating them as you don't have to spend time learning them.
Is there,
'Cause
can
there
I
are,
ask,
like,
is there one that's like a plus to hit?
No, not that I'm aware of. Wait.
Like just an extra proteiny dinner.
Hearty meal's probably your best one that I'm seeing. I
Because
don't
that's
know
the
all the
saves,
meals.
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Could
Saves.
someone tell a story?
Yeah,
That's for attack. Well, I guess
That's for camp,
that's for
though.
camping.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to allow that so that you can't just be like, so before combat, hear
But
me
we
out,
are
guys.
camping.
Let me regale
What if I
his
sleep
tail.
outside? Is that camping?
Sort of. Of the ones you have access to.
What
yeah,
did-
let's do the hearty meal thing.
Yeah,
that was
hearty
great.
meal.
It happens to be, I mean, it is Nikolai's favorite.
Yes.
It's true.
We should probably do a watch too, just in case.
Can we have Svetlana and Oleg help out with the watch?
Sure, they volunteer. You can all
Okay.
spread it out.
So that way
throughout
we
the
can
night.
sleep more?
All right, so talk to me about that survival check to make a hearty meal, Jason.
I rolled a 16.
Total?
Yeah.
All right, so that's just a success.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So, and Jason, so you will just heal a little extra hit points when you sleep overnight because it's your favorite.
Okay.
But all of you get a +1 status bonus to the next save you attempt in the next 24 hours.
+1, is that what you said?
Yep, +1, and it's status. So keep in mind that it lapse or doesn't overlap anything.
+1 status to any save.
Yep, for the next 24 hours, and it's on your next, not anyone in the next. So just whatever you roll next, that's you.
Okay.
So you sleep throughout the night. Nothing happens. You wake up in the morning. Svetlana kind of brings you a little bread, a little bit of meat, a little bit of ham that she cooks on the skillet over the fire, toasts some of the bread, cracks an egg or two, and just, makes what she can for the group of you.
Superb.
She says they usually come right about sunup, so I suspect it'll be in the next hour or so.
You two hide, and we'll take care of everything. Did we figure out the oil
Well,
lamp stuff?
Svetlana, don't forget, don't listen to this imbecile man.
Whoa.
You're actually supposed to free the horses. We need the horses, and we don't want them to get away. So when we jump out and attack, do your best to distract the bandits and then work on the horses while we get them.
As the storm kind of starts, as the sun's coming up a little, you can hear the rain start to patter. Wouldn't you want me to secure the horses so they don't run away in the fright of battle?
Sure, but get them.
Detached from the wagon.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't usually come in wagon. They each ride horseback, and we just load up their
Last
saddlebags.
episode, you told us it was a wagon, so.
Oh, no,
Liar!
there's a wagon in the courtyard.
Oh, we misunderstood.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
But yes,
Then-
when we're loading the saddlebags, I can keep an eye on the horses.
Yes, take the horses and get them somewhere where we can use them later.
Okay. If it's too dangerous, though, and you Olog, it's too dangerous. Right away, you get inside the nearest building you can, and you hide.
Yes.
Yeah,
Certainly.
that too. Don't die.
All right.
You either, Oleg.
Yeah, don't you do anything crazy,
I don't have any intent on it. We're not soldiers.
clearly.
Neither am I.
Jesus.
Wow.
Did we
I'm a
figure out
17-year-old.
the oil lamp oil
Well,
stuff?
there's no wagon to blow them up now, so I guess
Yeah. Well,
if we want to, I can dip my arrows into the oil, light them, and shoot.
Hey, can we just say
flaming
you
arrows at people.
soaked your arrows in that all night?
Sure. I have 10 arrows soaked. How's that?
Yeah, I'm going to say it's a D3 damage and a 50% chance they stay lit.
Okay.
we could also try and get him to look into the barrel. Oh, we got some good stuff in
I
here.
think we're latching on to
Melt a
this
face
oil
off.
barrel
Yeah, totally melt a
situation. We
face
should
off.
just fight the bandits.
Yeah, right.
It's a lot of options. So you all kind of get into place hiding. We did a little work ahead of time to sort of prep some of this. So why don't we talk? Who wants to talk through where you guys all are, sort of in the place, so our listeners can visualize it?
So Ari and Arthur are hiding in
And
the
Spike.
stable. And Spike. Oh, God. Yeah, they're in there like, okay, we're ready. And they're like,
The
oh,
miniature's
God.
right there.
We're actually going to be in the stable next to that thing.
Yeah, we do not stay in the same stable
Yeah,
as
it doesn't
Spike.
want to.
We're
It doesn't want to be
scared.
in your stable.
And
Anyway,
that's in the west. The stable's on the west side of the outpost. So
Right.
you're in a
Yes.
stable on the west side, right next to the market yard, the
Hoping
courtyard.
to kind of like jump out at the bandits when they come into the courtyard.
Sure.
And
I'm
then there's
also-
guard towers on the east and west side of the front gate.
Yep.
That Lucky and I are.
Yep. Lucky's
top.
on the western
I'm
one.
west and you're east.
So they can rain arrows from above.
All right. And you know that they'll come in probably past that wagon that's in the courtyard and over near the supply yard, the market, whatever the thingamajig's called. It's where the supplies are stead. That's where they'll load up the saddlebags from.
Okay.
So as you're waiting, a little bit of time passes. You do hear the storm getting stronger. Wind starts to whip. And it's getting bad. And it starts coming down harder. It's harder to see. And with the storm coming down this hard, I am going to say it's a -1 on perception checks. And anything beyond 30 feet is considered concealed
Okay.
just because of how hard the rain's coming down. All of you who are the two of you who are up on the watchtowers, they do not have roofs, so you were just
okay.
getting
Yeah.
soaked
all
while
right.
Lightning.
Arthur and
Yeah. Yeah.
Ari are sitting under the
This is-
top of the stable.
Quite comfortable.
It's very cozy.
Running off my coyote fur.
Quite warm.
At your coyote cloak.
Yeah.
Lucky, do you have a good cloak?
I mean, it's standard.
Okay.
Standard issue.
And sure enough, it's not long right after the sun comes up. Now, question: the gates to the outpost open or closed?
Whatever
What are they
would
normally?
Yeah, whatever they normally are.
They
Cracked
usually
open is what it was when we rolled up, I
Yep.
think.
Then
So
that.
you Lucky and Nikolai, from the watchtowers, you can see riding up on horseback 4 figures trotting, hoods up, cloaks around. Its rain just runs off of them. Some oil cloaks over saddlebags on the back of the horse, riding. It's hard to hear. There's not much of a road, more of a game show. Like I said, it's really muddy. So it's more of a
Ugh.
Nope. That's not it.
Cut that out. Hate that. Oh, God. It's getting worse.
as the 4 of them get closer, it's hard to hear them through
Quiet
the rain.
Quiet horse.
You see them
Quiet claptrap.
ride in,
I'm telling you, Claptrap is going to kick all of our asses at the end of this.
and you see there's one with a
Oh.
big bow on its back. Kind of points to the others as they get closer. He hangs back maybe 10 or 15 feet.
That's the one.
Come through, ride up into the courtyard, tie the horses off to a post near the wagon, and begin to dismount. Oleg and Svetlana come out in the rain and meet 3 figures kind of right near the supply shed on the northern side. And right near the edge of the wagon, you see the bigger one with the bow sort of hanging back a little bit near the side of the wagon, giving everyone a little bit of space. And a couple of daggers out. I think it'd be only Ari and Arthur that are close enough to just make out an occasional word here or there. Just
I can read lips.
oh, okay.
But it is obscured. So.
Yeah. So I think you maybe pick out an occasional word here or there, but
Okay.
you sort of go, taxes are due again. I'll be quick about it. Remember, don't leave anything behind or we'll burn it all down to the ground. It's time to pay up. It collects every time. Like just little bits like that. And they're being kind of rough. Like you can see Oleg like look at them, one of them a little too long, and they like pull a knife out and hold it to his throat, and he sort of like backs up. And like you can see him gesturing with his hands, like I'm trying to help. Like he's pointing down at the furs and at their horses, like I'm taking it over. And they're loading the horses up.
All right. I think like Ari would look at Arthur and
Look at
when
you.
Yep. Eye contact.
and when
Little
they
nod.
have as many of their backs turned as possible,
And probably with Svetlana and Oleg at least a little bit away. Like,
Yeah.
So they're not like right up in it.
right. When they kind of like what is there an opportunity where they're kind of like stepped back or like away from the melee?
There's a bit when they're kind of over near the horses, and so they have the horses between them and the bandits. And they are the Levisons are they themselves close to their little house.
So this is what Ari wants to do. She wants to stealth out behind this one closest to her and just trip them right away from behind.
Okay, so it's going to be an
Stealth trip.
initiative.
Okay.
Now, and you're going to be rolling stealth for initiative.
Stealth initiative.
You're in the thing, not a barn, a stable. So it's a little drier in there. So everyone roll stealth initiatives.
I'm going to patch it.
Oh. Trent's over there looking happy. All right, what do we have for initiative? Remember, critical initiative is this is the house rule campaign. We got more critical initiatives in play.
Yeah.
Well, I washed away a natural 2 that I rolled, and instead am going to land with a 21 after the patch.
All right, who else has what?
You said roll stealth, right?
Yeah.
I got a 19 total.
Wow.
Nice.
I got a
Not
dirty
bad
20.
at all.
Plus 1 on stealth.
Good job.
I am untrained in stealth, but I rolled an 18.
Hey,
Nice.
man.
Wow.
Good
Hell
hiding,
yeah.
guys.
I mean, you were all set up well.
We probably could technically be taking cover too, right?
Yes.
We are.
Yeah.
I think
for
all
sure.
of you are taking
Okay.
cover and you're hiding, which it actually, I'm telling you now, will not affect that.
Okay.
Actually, it will. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust that. I can just do it manually here. Okay. So, Ariadna, you are the first one to act. So now, you started hidden. If you would like to stealth and stay hidden, you have to move at half speed, and I will roll a stealth check for you. Now, I'm basically putting a penalty on anyone's perception DCs because of the rain. It's so heavy.
Sure. So I think, what I could do, right, is get up there in 2 moves and then do my trip.
Yes.
So I'll stealth up in 2 moves.
Yep.
And I want to trip that guy.
So now first, I'll roll 2 stealth checks for you. What's your stealth bonus?
7.
And I am going to give you cover
Damn.
the whole time because you're in the building. So you have a +7, plus 2 more for cover.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and give you another. Instead of just lowering their DCs, I'm going to give you a bonus just to make my math easier on what the total check is.
All right.
So I'm
Can we
rolling
get
2
some
dice.
initiative music going?
In a second. You already rolled it. I think we're going to kick it off with this. All right. And I'm checking against the perception. Okay. All right. So you get up behind this person. No one seems to have noticed you yet.
Woohoo.
Let's do this.
I like the idea that Svetlana is just looking back towards the stable and sees the bandit and just sees Ari like sneaking up behind, but is trying to keep it cool.
And Syrinscape's killing it with this. I can just see Ari like stalking up behind them.
Some kettle drums.
Kind of has like a Heart of Darkness, like Apocalypse Now vibe.
Oh, I was going to say, this sounds like the music when Snoopy is being the Red Baron in Halloween.
So you're just going for one of the. This
Gonna
is,
go for the trip.
Which bandit is this?
This is Green Bandit.
Perfect. All right, this is going to be against their reflex DC, I believe. For
I
tripping.
think so.
All right.
19.
That's a success.
Woohoo!
So
Down he goes.
sneak, and just
She goes.
trip.
There you go.
And so it's in the rain. I can almost imagine you're just watching. And there's just a whoosh as he sort of falls to the ground. Jane, I believe you have panache.
I sure do.
Lucky it's your turn. So from your vantage point, you just see one of the bandits just whoosh, like fucking Arkham Asylum style, just
Yeah,
disappear from your view behind the barn.
So I'm going to
Solid
move
reference.
5,
Thank you.
10. I'm going to...
You have clean line of sight at the bigger one in the
Yep.
back
That's where I'm
and
going.
at that far out bandit. Oh, you're going for the
going-
boss bandit.
Going boss bandit.
Not to be confused with Boss Baby.
That's right. Which I've seen too many times.
I've never seen him. Am I missing out?
It's all right.
A little bit.
It's kind of
Okay.
fun.
Yeah, it's
kinda
good
fun.
worth watch this once.
There's definitely worse.
Good on an airplane?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sure. That is an 18.
Okay. Now, are you within 30 feet?
No, I don't think so. No.
All right. So roll roll that DC 5 flat check from the heavy rain.
16.
And that's a hit.
All right.
So you... Obviously, they are not aware of you. Rolling stealth in the background. Yeah, you're fine.
Good start. Good start.
7 damage.
And you see, at that point, and you can now hear, even over the rain, ambush.
And I'm going to take cover.
All All right. Now, you'd have to basically drop prone to do that. That's fine.
That's
one
fine.
action. But the wall is to the outside, not to the inside.
Sure.
But because of angles, if you drop prone, that's enough cover to hide up there.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
So you boom, drop prone. All right, Nikolai, you hear the shout. You've seen one go down. You see Lucky's arrow sink into this man in the back.
Woman,
Nods
right?
and
Is it a man or a woman?
It's a man.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I thought he said it was a woman.
and we'll.
They just said there was a big woman that came, and then you cut them off before they talked about what the next 2 visits were like.
I see. Okay.
And we were like, we will avenge you. And they were like, I mean, okay.
That's when I had to have our powwow about getting too excited.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, shit.
Nat 20, baby.
Oh, let's
Oh,
go.
wah, wah,
6
wah.
on the conceal.
Oh, just barely.
man.
This is
made
like
it.
the best a plan has
And
ever
then a die
gone
went
for
that
us.
way.
Except the
a gummy
conqueror
bear,
worm.
that's
true.
That
That's
plan
true.
actually went perfectly.
Very true.
It did go well.
Yeah,
All right. Jason, tell me when to stop shuffling and give me a number between 1 and 3.
Stop.
Okay.
2.
All right. This is a this is a piercing weapon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me.
Yep.
Triple damage.
Yes.
Insta-death?
Ventilated triple damage.
This may set our damage.
This could be the
Record.
new. The
Yeah,
new.
Yeah.
we also need to set a new damage record for a patch.
new-
So how does it work when I
Campaign
crit? It's
record.
times 2 plus a 1d10.
So because the extra D10 is only added on a crit, it is not multiplied. So
Okay.
you'll do your damage times 3 plus
Yeah.
a D10.
Okay.
And that's, yeah. Jesus Christ.
It's not that high. 13.
Still
enough,
great.
fair enough.
To the boss?
Yeah.
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 And I might as well do it again.
And he crumples.
Oh, you're kidding.
And because it's not a crit, he's dead.
Yeah.
He's just one up. You're not about to interrogate
yeah.
him. He's
Is
dead.
this guy
That's-
still alive?
That's a kill for
Yeah,
Nikolai.
he's just prone. Now, keep on. People who are prone do get covered
Yeah,
with ranged
covered.
attacks.
I'll shoot at that one then. I'm going to need to do the conceal
What
again.
color is that?
That's red.
red. All right.
Here's the concealment. 5. I've been barely making those.
Yeah.
I appreciate that you roll that first. He's like, I don't even want to see if I get
Yeah.
a good die roll if I don't make that.
10 miss.
Just sinks right into the wood of the storage shed behind him. Bandits are like terrified.
Take
Arthur,
cover.
it's your turn.
Arthur
Ooh,
is going to
nice.
rush the one on the ground,
Like you do.
and he's going to put a mace in his face.
Oh, that's right, because you got
Got you a
a
mace in the
+1
face.
mace.
That is a 25.
The one on the ground?
Yep.
Because it's prone, I believe that becomes, yes,
Def-
critical hit.
definitely
Oh,
Critical
nice.
hit.
So that's 2d6.
And the one on the ground is, what color is that one again? Is that green?
Green.
Okay. I'm going to put a little P next to it because they're prone, but not purple. That'll be confusing.
That would be confusing.
That
That was an adorable internal dialogue.
is 14 damage.
They're dead. You actually almost massive damage full
We are
killed them.
fucking wrecking these people.
Yep.
That guy's dead. And he will then
No, leave them there. The bodies are important.
he will walk
They're gonna
over
animate.
to between the other two.
Okay.
I believe that puts him within 15 feet. Or not like flanked by them, but
Yeah, right there.
You
that
said
leaves him-
between.
Yeah, I think that puts him 15 feet from all of them and from Ari.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so the red one, sees this, looks around, and I think sees the horses over near the person who just got shot twice, and is going to spend a movement striding over behind the wagon.
I wish I had AOO.
You're not a fighter.
Nope.
Sort of
That's why you're a
strides
champion.
25 feet towards the gate, starts running away. Like looking up where the arrows came from, 25 feet towards the gate.
Drop your weapons. There's no escape.
I think is that 25 feet? I feel like they can go farther. 5,
I
10,
honestly
15,
don't
20.
know what you want here, so you should
Oh,
just,
just we should go
Yeah,
on
10,
25
15,
feet
20,
towards the gate.
25.
One more.
Back one. All right, 25 feet.
Yeah.
Looks around and then 50 more feet. Runs straight out the gate.
What a 50.
50 feet. Yeah, right to the edge of the map, basically.
Let's keep track that it's only 50 feet away.
Yeah, that's important because you know what happens with information.
You better serpentine, bitch.
Right? No kidding.
Now it's Green's turn. Green is Le Mort.
Lamort.
Now Now it's Purple's turn. Purple's going to look around.
Drop your weapon.
Runs. Right towards the other one, just sprints out, jumps over his dead buddy on the ground, runs around the back of the cart. Doesn't make it quite as far because they have to navigate the cart, but clears out the gate. About probably 60 feet away. Makes it 60 feet from all of you in there, probably about 30, 40 feet from the outside gates. Ariadna, it's your turn.
Ariadna, with her super panache 30 feet of movement, is going to sprint after them.
Get him.
All three.
Go get him.
You will have the space to make it to the one that just left. Purple. You can make it up to Purple and still have an action left.
All right.
Just because they had to go through some difficult terrain in order to make it, and you can cut through the stable, which he was trying. He took the difficult terrain to stay away from you.
Right.
We can take them alive. They've given up.
I'm going to trip Purple.
Oh, okay. All right, show us that athletics check.
Ooh, athletics. 21.
Trip. Boom. Just
Awesome.
They fall flat right into the mud.
I know that'll make it harder for you guys to hit them, but at least they'll have a harder time running
Don't worry
away.
about this guy.
Yeah.
I imagine it's
Yeah.
like that slow motion where like the camera's down at the ground level and it's silent for a second. You're just hearing the sound of rain, not fighting, and you just see like the side of the guy's face just slam into the mud as it splashes up in slow motion.
And there's
Rain
actually
crashing
something
down.
Ari would also like to do that I don't think is an action. It's just something I have to state.
Okay.
She is going to, referencing that free archetype convo we had a couple episodes ago, designate the other fleeing bandit as her prey.
Awesome.
Oh, God.
Oh.
And she is ready to hunt him down.
This is something I thought about taking instead of Archer because you hunt. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So that's not an action to designate?
No, I just have to, it'll just change if I decide that's somebody else. I can't have more than one at a time, but I have to just say, and then I can do actions based on that later.
Okay. All right. That makes it Lucky's turn.
Understand. Well, I need the stealth first, huh?
No, you stealthed last. No, you took
I
cover.
took cover. So stealth, stand fire.
Yeah, if you want to try to go for the sneak.
Yeah, let's do
Of course,
that.
you could also recall knowledge if you want to do your thing.
That's true. I could try that. No, I got a +9 stealth. I can't turn down a +9 in this stealth right now.
All right.
Maybe in a different situation where there's no cover.
Sure.
Am I rolling or you?
Because it's dramatic, I'm going to roll.
Okay.
+9.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. You don't know.
All
But
right, stand and fire at the one fleeing through the gate.
you don't have to stand. You took cover, so it wasn't fully going prone. You just had to basically get down.
Oh, okay.
So you can basically hide to get into position to shoot. So you can have 2 actions after that if you want.
Okay. Well, then I'll stand up and shoot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
Flavor stand.
Flavor stand. Uncrouch.
Release the control button.
Dirty 20.
Ooh, that's a hit. Now, because of the distance, give me that flat check.
Yeah,
because of the
flat-
rain coming down.
Flat check. 16.
All
Again,
right.
Weirdly.
Arrow flies true. Rig die.
Ooh. I reroll
I
that.
saw that, yeah.
I dropped that. I mean, should I? I'll reroll the second one. Okay, 10 damage.
Still good. Yep.
Right into its back. Just bam, collapses, falls into the ground, face in the mud, blood starting to roll
Yeah.
out.
Oof.
And then Spike's going to come out of the...
So,
and
Jane,
give
you
a
just see this
creepy bug noise.
giant
Just like
centipede running through
In
the rain.
the rain. Oh my God, what a horror show.
That was great. That was a great creepy bug noise.
That was me.
That was
Whoever,
him.
I thought it was weird. I was looking at him and hearing it, and
Dun, dun, dun,
So did you
dun,
get the
dun,
one
dun.
that was fleeing farther?
yeah.
Is he dead?
Nice.
He's
just
tripped.
He's just tripped.
We can keep him alive.
This one's dead though, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dead.
Nikolai, it's your turn.
Kill for me.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, that's all I was saying.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Matt.
Yep.
Nikolai isn't really interested in keeping him alive, per se.
Sure.
Actually, you know what? See him all down. He's down. He's going to start climbing down. So how?
Okay. It'll take all your action. It's just difficult terrain to navigate the ladder.
Okay. So I want to climb down, and if I can get down to the ground, I can. But if I can only get to here, that's fine.
I think with both of your actions, because it's only 10 feet down, I think you can 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It'll take all 3 actions to get over there.
Okay. But
So you can do that.
I'll come here and be ready.
Again, so that's one action. So you can even ready an action if you want to.
Ready. I'll have my bow ready.
So if he makes a run for it.
Yeah.
All right. Wonderful. Arthur, it's your turn.
I think with 2 actions I can get over there to him. To the guy who's down.
Yes. No, because Jane only made it because of her panache speed.
I can use my focus spell.
Oh,
to
athletic
get 35 feet for a
slide.
round.
Perfect. Yeah, so you'll athletic rush. Let the magic juice through
Yep.
you.
And so that's 2 actions, I think, to get over there.
Mhm.
I will just grapple him, I guess.
Grab. Okay,
Grab,
give me an
yeah.
athletics check. This will be against Fortitude DC.
Athletics check, you say?
Yeah, you good at that?
I'm an expert.
Gotta get that combat grab, bro.
Whew, that's a 28.
Dang.
That's a critical success. So
Just
they
like
are immobilized.
Pinning his fucking neck to the ground. Don't move.
Imagine you're like shoving his head into the mud, so
Yeah.
he's like about to suffocate.
I surrender. Please, I yield.
Are we out of combat?
It's up to you.
Someone get some rope. Tie his hands and feet.
Ari's gonna put her like
Claptrap's in the
kukri.
initiative. I'm just kidding.
Claptrap comes out.
Claptrap the immovable.
Ari puts her kukri up to the guy's neck and is like, "Who do you work for?"
Who does number
you
2
beat
work
me.
for?
Oh, right. I'll work for a monster of a man. Please don't hurt me.
Drag him to the stables. Oh, wait, I have him. I'll drag him to the stables.
You drag him to the stables. I'll drag him with you. I'll be like keeping an eye. No funny business.
I'm gonna go check out this boss lady.
Man.
Boss man.
Please. And he's kind of hard for him to speak, so you're dragging him back and you have him in the stables.
We're gonna tie him
Rain's
up.
coming down.
Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to make that check? I'll like a survival check if someone wants to make it to tie him up. That becomes the DC to escape
yeah, I can
against.
give that a shot.
I can aid.
Okay, so Jane, aid first. On survival, you need a 20 or higher.
14.
Okay, no aid, but no penalty.
Ooh, natural 20.
Dang.
Oh,
All right. You splice the rope. You'll have to cut it to get it off. Splice the rope into him. His hands are tied behind his back. He's sitting on the ground covered in mud and blood.
Say nothing until we ask you questions. Do you need to poop?
What?
Oh, okay.
He said say nothing.
Let me
that was a trick question.
give me an eyebrow wag if you need to pee or anything,
His eyebrows look at you like, what the fuck?
Just, I'm just trying to help you out, bro.
Like you dropped a
Who?
bro on him.
Do you work for? And then, we'll maybe like flag down Lucky. And what is the deal with Spike? What's Spike
Spike's
doing?
menacing this guy
All right.
from like right next to him.
He's just looking at it terrified.
Lucky, can you stay up there and watch for anyone else coming?
Sure.
We don't know if they may send a party in case others don't make it back.
Yeah.
Who do you work for?
Oh. Big boss man. Calls himself the Stag Lord.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me?
This sounds like that shit I heard about.
A real dead-eye with a bow, and I once saw him crush a prisoner's hand to mush in one fist.
Well, what do they do if your party doesn't make it back?
Oh, I don't know. I've always come back.
That's a solid point. I hadn't considered that.
Why are you menacing the people around here? What's the goal?
Oh, it's a take to live a better life so we can buy things and drink.
And what about these people? Can they live a better life if you keep stealing from them?
You know the rules of the Riverlands? Those who holds it owns it.
And we're holding you.
No one owns the Riverlands.
So you better tell us what we want to know.
No one owns the Riverlands, but there are the 6 river freedoms. Can't burgle someone, but rob 'em blind if you do it to their face. It's their rules. You have what you hold.
And what do you have now?
My life, if you let me keep it, please. I can try to be helpful. I can take you to at least the river camp if it'll keep me alive.
Is this a black tear, dude?
You don't see any black tears
Okay.
on him.
Can we
I
do
asked
some
about
sort
that.
of...
Do you know about the black tears?
The what?
The black tears. They have tears tattooed on their face.
Oh, in Rostov? Brevoy? The
Sure.
bandits, right?
Sure.
Thugs, killers for hire.
Just like you.
Sounds like you.
Oh, we don't kill for hire, we kill to make a living.
Well, that's
What is
the same thing.
Well, all right, if I kill you and then I take money off your corpse, I did it because I thought you looked rich. It's not like someone paid me to kill you. I don't know if it makes it better.
I don't think it does.
Oh, okay.
But
It might make it worse.
if you lead us to this stag lord, I will let you go.
I can't lead you to the Stag Lord.
Why not?
I don't know where it is. But Kessel will know where it is.
Where do you return to? To Kessel?
Well, it's the Thorn River camp. Cressel, she runs it. She's in charge there, but she knows where.
Does she happen to have 2 hatchets?
Oh God, you know her.
Heard a thing or two?
Oh, by reputation.
She's terrifying. Killed 2 or 3 of our numbers in audition on the way in.
And how many of your friends would you say reside in this camp?
Oh, numbers kind of come and go as people show up with money to buy in, but 10 to 12 at a time.
If
Plus
we let you
Cressel
go,
and, well, there was Haps, but sort of looks over his shoulder out into the pouring rain.
Oh, I think that's the one whose skull I crushed.
Oh, no. That was Tomlin.
Oh.
Haps was with the bow.
if we let you go,
yes,
then I think you need to stay here and help these 2 nice people run a fort and not be such an asshole.
I don't think after everything I've done they're going to let me. Just let me. I'll lead you to the camp and then just let me go and I'll never bother you again.
Yes, that's acceptable.
Can I do some sort of like
It's a
Sense
hidden
motive.
check. It's a sense motive. What's your perception bonus?
6?
You're not really sure. Person seems terrified. That's coming through, but it's harder to read under that.
I would also say that Ari is probably not that concerned about this person. You know, like if they decided to try to come back and mess with us, we could probably take them. So what do we have to lose by just letting him go?
All right. So Nikolai is all bent out of shape right now because there's somebody calling himself the Stag Lord and can shoot Deadeye and like using all these Erastil names, and he's about to like pummel this guy into telling him who the fuck this person is.
Yeah, you
I
can
don't
ask
really
more.
want to let him go.
Well, we'd let him go after he leads us to this person who could lead us to the Stag Lord.
Maybe.
Take out these bandits.
But if he's like using Erastil's name, I'm not going to let him live.
I'm sorry, but I can't abide torture.
I don't plan to torture him.
Storm starting to pass into the midday.
Tell me more about this Stag Lord, as you call him.
Oh, I haven't seen him much, but I don't think I've ever heard of anyone who's never seen him without that helmet on.
What helmet?
The skull with the stag horns on it. You know, there's some who say he ain't got no face under him. It's just that skull. Not me. Honestly, I think that creepy helmet is his face. I don't know if he's even living. Oh, some revenant, some specter of violence.
Oh, now everybody's getting all worked up,
This
buddy.
makes me even happier to bring vengeance to an undead. This is what I live for.
I'll get close to him and I'll say, my friend, do you know who Erastil is?
Oh, Deadeye. Of course.
All right. So, I just used your accent all of a sudden.
Yeah, it happens.
So, are you aware that the person you are talking about seems to be taking a lot from Erastil?
Oh, Stag Lord's nothing like old Deadeye.
I don't disagree with you at all.
He's a bloody drunk. Ain't half of what he used to be, not right in the head. Saw him kill a horse with a punch just for spitting at him wrong a few weeks ago.
I thought you said you'd never seen him.
Not without his mask.
I believe you're lying.
Look, I didn't see
Kill
it
him.
firsthand, but that's what Tomlin said. Said a horse spit near him, and the Stag Lord was so drunk, he just punched him, broke its neck with one hand.
Seems so unnecessary.
I mean, Me nor the horse not saying anything about it now.
Is there a time when the bandits at your camp would tend to lay down their guard, not be paying quite as much attention?
No, not really. I mean, only put some of a guard up if we're worried someone's coming. Ever since the Stag Lord started rounding every folks up around here, uniting the different bandits under his name, we don't really have much to fear. People fear us.
So it sounds like in order to keep this area clear and do what we're supposed to do here, we better take out this whole camp of bandits.
Right, look, whatever you do is your business.
No, I wasn't talking to you.
Oh.
She looks at...
Do you need to go to the restroom?
A little, but I think I'm just scared.
Okay, I mean, I can, like, unzip your pants or something.
I'm good.
All right.
Okay. It's a lace-up situation.
Oh. A bit harder to...
Yeah.
Can't say harder.
Jane has left the conversation.
I'm just trying to be
Jane has
helpful.
exited the group chat. Yeah, she's just going to be like, all right, tomorrow you take us to this place. We consider letting you go if all goes well and you help us defeat these bandit friends of yours.
Please don't make me fight them.
You don't have to fight them, but you cannot betray us or we will kill you and them.
Right, sure, yeah.
Everybody in agreement?
Yes.
I'm on the wall.
Like he's messing around.
Nikolai doesn't answer. He just leaves the stable.
See the man
It's
just
got my name.
swallow as he leaves. He scares me.
Yes, you should.
Probably should.
You and I will sleep next to each other for a while.
Oh,
Oh, it's not like that sort of thing. I'm just, I have to watch over you, obviously.
I mean,
Ari's like, okay, I'm going to
weird that you felt
see
the need
you guys
to talk
later.
against it that much, but I get it. You got to watch the prisoner.
yeah, yeah.
I'm going to start searching dead bodies for a wedding ring.
Okay.
Ari's going to go talk to Svetlana and Oleg and tell them that what their plan is and that they should probably, we're going to try to clear out the rest of the bandits because I feel like this was just kind of like a small group of what would continue to just come harass them.
I'll probably tell Lucky, hey, don't stand out in the rain.
Yeah.
You can come down.
Catch
The
a
ra-
cold.
Then I'll catch you up on
Okay.
the shenanigans.
And the rain is starting to let up, but it's, still shitty and cold and wet. So looking through it, 2 dead bodies of the 2 generic bandits plus the one you have tied up. Looking kind of familiar at this point. Daggers each, leather armor, 2 days of trail rations apiece, short bow, arrows, except these 3 all carry something the others didn't. One, they all together had 7 silver, not much.
Was it a
But-
membership card?
Each of them has a silver amulet in the shape of a skull with stag horns on it.
Ah.
Made of silver. You'd think worth about 3 gold apiece. So, 30 silver apiece worth of work and materials on those.
Maybe can be used to get into their camp without people realizing.
Yeah, I could ask
too.
that guy.
He's there. He's tied up. Now, the bigger guy, the one who he referenced being named Haps. Haps has some different gear on him. 15 silver. Composite short bow. If any of you looking for a composite weapon. 20 arrows. Never got to fire any of them. Dagger, leather armor, silver stag lord amulet, 2 days of trail rations, and a lesser alchemist's fire.
Mm-hmm.
We needed that 5 minutes ago.
Mhm.
It was raining,
That's true.
to be fair.
The alchemist's fire burns in the rain.
True.
Okay. Are you tracking all the loot?
Yeah. What do we actually want to keep of that? Because we can give the rest to Oleg and Svetlana to sell.
Yeah, let's give them the amulets. Well, I don't want them to be caught with them either.
Hey, you prisoner guy.
I mean, if we can use them for espionage, then
Yeah.
we
Can
hold
we
on to
use
them.
these to get into the camp?
Oh, I mean, it's literally just a campsite. No walls, just 2 sort of platforms and trees to watch out.
But if we're wearing these and we walk in, would anyone know any different?
They might. That camp's small enough. Sometimes we do use passwords at our camps, unless it's been changed recently, but mostly just down at the Stag Lord's keep.
And what passwords would you use?
Last I heard, passphrase was By the bloody bones of St. Gilmore, who wants to know? And no, I have no idea who St. Gilmore is.
If you're tricking us, and this is a phrase that
I
they
swear
would
I'm not.
use to immediately alert them, we will slit your throat without a second qualm.
What reason do I have to lie to you?
Revenge
All
for
right, fair.
killing your friends?
Okay, yeah, I suppose.
Why did you just give him that ammunition? He's like, you know what? Yeah, good idea. I do hate you guys.
That's a good point, yeah.
Look, just please, I'll show you where our camp is.
Can I perceive if he's lying?
That's what's your perception bonus?
5.
You feel like he really wants nothing more than to save his own life.
Okay.
That seems to be his absolute utmost important bit. Look, we can get down there with the horses. It's a day's ride.
Well,
just
it's
think-
dawn. Let's go now.
Right. Okay. Sure. Right now?
Yep,
Right now.
right now.
All right. Shit.
Yep.
So,
We have horses now.
yeah, you do have enough horses for everyone now, even him. Although, I'm
No,
not sure
he's
if
going to be on the back of horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to tie him up onto a horse.
You see Oleg and Svetlana come out. Are you...
Sletlana?
Svetlana.
You say Sletlana, and I can't unhear it.
Svetlana. Svetlana and Oleg come out. Thank you. This is... What are you talking to him about?
Oh,
There's a whole lot more bandits, and they're probably just going to keep bothering you until we go and clear them out. So we're taking the fight to them.
Really?
Yes.
oh yes.
Thank you.
And we're going to get that butcher knife lady.
Hatchets.
Hatchet lady.
And we're going to find that ring for you, Oleg.
Because we're the heroes.
Look, that's...
Lucky size.
Except him.
And we'll do it free of charge.
Well, you
God
don't
damn it.
have to do it free of charge. What I was going to... Gotta get his voice right. What I was going to say was, look, take whatever you want off these bandits. Anything you don't want, I'm looking to replenish my stock, and I've got a deal going today. Pay you full price, I'd sell it for anything you don't want.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Can't
Alright.
offer you that every time, of course. And when he says that, you see Svetlana just sort of look at him like, really? Really, you can't offer that every time?
Would
And he sort of like looks at her and winces like, ooh, got to run a business still.
Yes, of course.
we have plenty of other things that we have acquired as well if you would like to replenish stores.
Yeah, I'll take what I can from you.
Although,
Cool.
can we revisit this when we return after clearing out the rest of the bandits and see what else we might have for you?
Yeah, if we die, we're not going to spend it.
I did want to give you something. It's not much, but
Is it the kiss?
Why are you guys being so creepy to all the NPCs?
I'll Svetlana, go get a bottle of wine, crack it, and thanks, and I've got something else for you.
Oh,
And she grabs a bottle. It's not a great one. Opens it up and like pours a few into whatever. I don't know if any of you like travel with your own glasses or mugs.
Ari absolutely does.
It's not an uncommon practice. And if you look at the illustrations for the iconic fighter, one of my favorite bits is
Yeah.
he has like his lucky mug on his
tankard
pack.
on his back.
And you see Oleg come out, and he has a small leather bundle in his hand, and he's going to step up to, I think to you, Ari, and kind of hand it to you. You hear a clinking of glass in it. It's not much, but it's all I've been able to buy off the alchemist hermit. Rightly for stock, it's 2 minor healing potions, a lesser antidote, and a lesser antiplague. In case you need them.
did you
Thank
say
you.
Wow.
the alchemist hermit?
Oh, yeah, right. He lives 10, 20 miles just southeast of here, give or take.
Oh, someone should mark that on a map of some sort.
If
Boken.
only we had a map.
Boken, he's a good man. Bit odd, but always looking to buy ingredients, looking to sell. Most folks get them from me just because I don't feel like going. There's no roads out there. But Boken comes by and get what he needs and supplies now and again, and then get these in trade. Anyway, they're yours now. I hope they'll help.
It sounds so similar to Bogan.
Sorry, can you say it was 2 minor healing potions, 2 antidotes, and what?
1 antidote, 1 anti-plague.
1 antidote, 1 antidote. Okay, got it.
All right.
Off to get some bandits.
Off to kill some bandits.
So you get on the horses and you ride. You ride a
I'm going
day.
to ask the bandit if my horse had a name.
Oh, no, no, it was mine.
What color
Checkers.
is my horse?
Chestnut.
My horse is named Horse.
It's not a very imaginative name.
You're kind of an
Can you
idiot.
stay in our group for a while? It's fun having you.
And so you ride for the whole day on horseback. Takes you about 25, 30 miles down south, right to the edge where you start to see a large forest. First real forest you've seen, old country forest. Gets in a little closer. You can start to see rivers running by. And he'll sort of get in there and gesture with like his chin, because I'm guessing his arms are still tied up. Go into those woods, right? Find the Thorn River. It's about 60 feet from the banks on the north. There's a path winds alongside a shallow creek, comes off the river. Campsites right around it. About 200 feet north of the campsite before it turns into a game trail. Usually we keep a big log over the path, keep folks from coming through, let us ambush them, but if you look for it, they're there. Watch out. There's an eastern and a western watch post, but it's really old. It's there.
So Arthur will take out a dagger and cut his ropes. A deal is a deal.
Right.
Maybe make something better of your life.
Can I have a horse?
No.
Oh, God, no.
Can I have my bow, at least defend myself?
No, of course not.
Sorry, buddy. You're on your own. You chose banditry.
My dagger?
No. Get.
No.
Nikolai walks over and with his survival finds an adequate stick and hands it back to him and says,
Polearm.
You can use this.
Right. I suppose. Yeah, thank you.
You don't like it?
No.
I take it from you and I whap right in your leg.
Ooh.
See?
Ooh,
There you go.
that looked painful.
Thank you. Right. Well, see ya.
Good
And
luck.
he just sort of like takes off sprinting, limping a little bit in that leg
Which direction?
to the east.
Nikolai
Away from
Pictures.
where we're going.
Yes.
dropping him with an arrow as he leaves.
Oh, like he's pictured it every 10 minutes since he started coming with us.
Arthur can tell, and he just kind of like turns to them and he's like, trust me, it's not worth killing people who are already defenseless.
Fear.
All right.
Seems like the best time to kill him.
Bandit camp to the west of you.
Point taken.
Maybe several hundred feet away. Tune in next week to find out how it goes.
Dang.
Dope.
The Live to Die podcast is a production of Live to Die Gaming. Follow us on social media at Live to Die Pod. Leave a review and tune in next week for more. If you like the amazing background audio and music, all that credit goes to Syrinscape. Make sure you check them out at Syrinscape.com.